It is required of stewards that they be trustworthy and faithful. Deacon Lee Polk and the love of his life, Lizzie May Polk, walked daily in the understanding that they were not to be consumed by this world, but rather to view every day as a new day to serve the Lord and share of his great faithfulness. Deacon and Deaconess Polk, as true followers of Jesus, were about serving others and helping those in need. They were pillars of their community, and their legacy lives on today in the many and many lives that they touched. Deacon and Deaconess Polk were charter members of the Mount Sinai Baptist Church and served in many church leadership roles until God called them home to receive their just reward. Deacon and Deaconess Polk were simply known as the Polks. When you said the Polks, everyone knew you were talking about the man and the woman who were inseparable in their commitment to family. Deacon Polk would look you straight in your face and tell you the truth with no sugarcoating, and to compliment him, you could always expect the soft-spoken voice of Lizzie Polk that commanded attention and respect with absolutely no effort. We will now hear from a couple of special people to share their personal experiences of the Polks and what they meant to them.
Mount Sinai Baptist Church means so much to them. They were deacon and deaconess in the church, and because we spent so much time, me especially growing up, spent so much time, especially on Sundays, at my grandparents' house. I was at Mount Sinai quite a bit. I grew up at Mount Sinai, watching my granddaddy in the front as a deacon, learning all the songs. They were committed to Mount Sinai. They were committed to Reverend Cornelius, committed to Reverend Jones. So it was a joy watching, their friendships here at the church, and then them even growing up in the youth ministry, my friends in the youth ministry, even calling them grandmother and grandfather, that just showed me that they put so much into the church that, this is their family. So just watching with their friends, it meant a lot to them. So Mount Sinai meant a lot to me, growing up with my friends, in the church. This was the second home to us. So it meant a lot to them. They were very supportive of us. So, of course, with them not being here, things are different as a family, but the support that we try to show for one another when we have parties, when it's somebody's birthday party or someone has a program, or just being there, because I know my grandparents, when there is something special going on in each one of our lives, graduation, again, birthday parties, something at the church. So the legacy that I try to continue for them is just being a support to my family when there is something going on in their own lives. What gave them the most joy are Sundays. Being at their home on Sundays. From 4211 First Avenue, before my grandfather passed, even when my grandfather passed, just being on 4211 First Avenue in South Dallas every Sunday for dinner, that gave them the most joy, my grandmother the most joy. And then when she moved to DeSoto, us being there on Sundays even then gave her the most joy. Being at their home I feel it was my peace. I can speak for myself. It was my peace. Whatever went on during the week with my job or outside, I knew that I could go to my grandparents' home. I knew I could curl up on the couch and just go to sleep. That I could be in my own world. I knew they would watch the children while I didn't have to worry about it. I know joy for them was us being able to use their home as a safe haven, actually, to be honest. To use their home as a safe haven, whatever's going on with our lives, we know that when we go there, it is peaceful at their home, and that is a time that we can relax from the outside, before we go out on the outside again.
I entitled this tribute, Two People. Two people were like grandparents to me. Two people, two words: welcoming, loving. Two people accepted me as their own, opened their doors to me, gave me their time, and fed me their food. Two people had quiet spirits, yet having authoritative temperaments. Two people exemplified a Christian life, a life marked by integrity and purity. Who are these two people? Brother and Sister Polk. I know that these two people will enter the kingdom of heaven. They are just waiting for that day when we all will be caught up to meet the Lord in the air. And that is when we will see them again. Somewhere over the rainbow, I do believe there's a place where we will see them in eternity. Somewhere over the rainbow, please do believe these two people are waiting to see you and me. Someday we're going to fly away and live with Jesus every day. Glory, hallelujah, glory, hallelujah. We'll be so happy to enter in. That's when we'll see them both again. Yes, somewhere over the rainbow, I do believe there's a place where we will see them in eternity. We will see them in eternity. We will see them again.